going to get it in a second here. We are live now. Uh, uh, uh. Man, yo, we've been going on so much today, yo. I'm going to be doing the intro and everything in my sleep. I'm probably going to wake up, oh snaps, to like, what's going on, people?
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'll wake you up. Oh, man, you got
I'm
work
asleep
tomorrow,
like a
too.
baby.
Oh, have you started yet? Because I just got that they said Sony stock just dropped due to the announcement of the Scorpio. All of the shareholders are leaving.
What?
What?
I saw that earlier, like a
What?
What?
Is that
an hour and a
official?
half
Is
Somebody
that.
ago.
just sent that to me, and they're saying, yeah, well, the article that they showed me is real, but but somebody was saying that they said in the comment they said according to some people that Sony is going to delay the production and add more teraflops.
Yeah, but Microsoft got them because they could go 6 to 8.
It said 6 to 10. It said 6 to 10.
Yo, but that
But that was somebody
AMD,
posting that
the
though.
cheaper GPU architecture with better performance. I was telling people about that for I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? They can make an affordable console that is a beast in power. They can do this. You know what I'm saying? This is a new age when it comes to gaming and power and all that good stuff. You know?
Mm, it is. It is.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you go on Bing, you can check out the Sony stock.
Yeah.
I, I
Yeah.
I do check it periodically because these people are like, well, damn, like Sony must have so much money to get these third-party deals. It's like no, like the third-party developers see the install base and they're like, damn, we should sell, but
Yep.
it doesn't sell according to how many consoles are out there either. Yo,
No. Yeah. The software is bummy compared to I mean, you got 40 million
Yeah,
units.
by me.
It is.
I love it.
Well, it
Big
is. It's bummy. I
Bang,
mean,
Big Bang hit the
you know.
chat. What is going on, Big Bang, man? Are you excited for the last conference of the day? I don't know
Are
how
you live, man?
I don't yeah, we're live. I don't know
Okay.
how my words are gonna come out, man. I've been talking all day long, yo. Let me kick it off with the intro real quick, and then go down the line, let people know who is here. All right, so 3, 2, 1. What's going on, people? Welcome to another live reaction, and we are doing the E3 marathon. We have made it to the end stretch, guys. It is the last conference, and of course, it is Sony's conference. A lot of stuff is going on today, a lot of news, a lot of games. I want to start off by letting people know who is with us in the next podcast that it's doing the live reaction today. So I'm going to go down the line and I'm going to say, pretty much fresh from her job interview and everything like that, we have the first lady of next podcast, and that is Oh Snap Suckers.
Why, thank you and welcome back, everyone. It's been a long day.
I know, right? Oh man, but it's fun, yo. I look forward to this time. Just one time during the year, and this has been a blast. All right, let's get on to the next guy. The guy that has been everywhere on YouTube today, doing podcasts, having his head spin around, and that is a true gamer, K Mega 405.
Man, I don't even know what else to say, man. My tongue is like elastic. Man, I've been talking so much, but man, this E3 has been amazing. I mean, Microsoft really kicked it off. Man, just another great day of gaming, man. Let's just go. 4 podcasts in one day. This is like got to be a record. I promise you.
I got you, yo. Yeah, it's been awesome today. And then next on the list for intros, he's the man who gave Phil Spencer an offer he can't refuse. So Phil Spencer decided to let people know about the Scorpio. It is TheDon.
Hey guys, I'm barely hanging in there, but I'm going to try to have fun with this one. So,
Oh, this is going to be a blast, guys. This is going to be an absolute blast. If people are wondering, there are two people missing right now, and that'd be my boy Fuskis and of course NewarkNJ. I hope these guys get in there. I did send the links. It's been a really hectic day. I don't really know what's going on over there, but I hope they get in here and they can share some of their reactions with you guys. But if that doesn't happen, we still have a great crew here. We have a very interesting conference ahead, and we had a lot of things happen before this conference. So I want to hit K Mega first. K Mega, how do you think E3? How do you think it's going so far? A lot of surprises and stuff like that. Have you been entertained with this year's E3 so far?
Yeah, I've been thoroughly entertained. Some of the games that I wasn't even really on my radar really just blew up in my face. The first game that's come to mind is Mafia 3. I watched that whole gameplay, reveal yesterday, and that just kind of set the tone. That and Battlefield 1 kind of set the tone for one hell of a E3 so far, man. And
Yeah,
then of course,
definitely.
like Microsoft it's just killed it.
My,
It's the drop the mic moment. I can't wait to see what Sony's going to do, man. Sony Nation is pretty nervous right now.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt, man. Oh snaps! I know, like I said, you had that interview today. If you want, you could let the people in the chat know how it went. How do you think it went? And then just give your thoughts about E3 so far. I know this is pretty much the first E3 that you kind of went full on with, and I'm really interested to hear what you think about this.
I mean, thus far, E3, I can't even talk. E3 has been pretty good. The beginning of it was all right with EA, Bethesda. Microsoft just blew me away completely. It was probably like I got chills and teary eyed and shit. So it was really exciting. And like right after that conference, I had to run out the door and head to job interview. So I think with all the hype and the excitement, my spirits were really high after finding about the Scorpio. And yeah, I think the interview went really well. Let's hope it did.
Nice, nice. That's very good to hear. It's cool how E3 could pump your spirits up before such a thing. Now I know they're kicking off with like this orchestra and this whole thing, but I definitely want to touch base with Don here. Don, what do you think about this year's E3?
it's exciting. I love new hardware. We don't need to have it happen every 2 years, but I do love hearing about the latest and greatest. And I was fired up, honestly, to see that look on Phil Spencer's face when he knew he had it. Like he knew when he threw out the knew that they were the leading platform for his benchmark
Mm-hmm.
goes. They don't usually give out numbers unless they know. If you know what I mean. And he knew exactly what was in the other person's court, and they just threw down the gauntlet and said, "This is what we're going to do. We're going to be the most powerful, and this is the end of that story." And so I'm just excited. I mean, honestly, even our current consoles are going to get better looking
I think it's beginning,
because of
guys.
this.
Yeah, the beginning has been a little touchy on this end. I do apologize, guys. Twitch is they must be burning fumes right now when it comes to today. So
Which is tiring.
I did try to find it on YouTube, but unfortunately, all I could get was Japanese voiceovers, and I didn't think you guys wanted to hear all that. Uh, it's looking good again. We got this big orchestra going
I'll be
on.
watching all day live. So on
Introduction to God of War, I guarantee it.
yeah, I was just gonna say this. Yeah, but it's on YouTube. It's with Jeff Keighley. He's having his thing going on YouTube. So if you could try to find that, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I got you. But the thing is, we're using my screen to capture, and I hate backing out and then trying to track stuff down. So I'm gonna try to stick with this right now. Like hopefully, I'm praying for everybody that this stream goes smoothly.
Wow, their chat on Twitch is going crazy. Rest in peace, Xbox. I mean Xbox, not
I
Xbox.
was like, death threats? Really? I've come a long way.
I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I really can't talk. We're on the same level here.
All right, they're kind of really extending this orchestra thing here.
Hey, they paid for it. They got to get
They're
their
getting
use
their
out of
money's
it.
worth.
Exactly.
They're over there working on some plans right now, thinking of what they're going to do with this show after what Microsoft did.
As long as they don't cut goats' heads off and have topless waitresses and stuff like that, like
I thought you were going to say topless goats.
topless
Or like
goats and headless waitresses.
Wow, why people are putting all like types of satanic things in the freaking chat and continuing with the rest in peace Microsoft Xbox.
Yeah. That's one thing I say. I absolutely love the Xbox community. I know like there's fanboys on both sides, but I don't see that pure hatred and just oh man, just the recluse, like the recklessness and just the evil comments and stuff like that on like the Microsoft side of fanboys compared to the Sony side. I'm sure it's out there, but man, it's just so brutal on Sony's side. It's just so potent. And there's just so many of them, yo.
It's insecurity, man.
I got you.
They're so invested and they're insecure about it. And nothing wrong with being invested, nothing wrong with being a fan, but own your insecurities.
There's a difference between a fan and a fanatic, though. Just put it
yeah,
that
for
way.
sure.
I like the orchestra. That's pretty.
They could just
cool.
do this for an hour and a half. We'll be set, yo. They'll be like, "That's our conference, guys." At the end, they just flash God of War.
What
I mean, I'm not
just
going to hate on them.
flash God of War and then close the curtains back, and that's it.
Goes over, go home.
Hey guys, take over for a second. I'm gonna grab a cup of water. I didn't do so before the stream, so just handle it for 2 seconds for me here.
Oh man, they're already showing gameplay.
Pictures are these on the side developers or?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This is like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what it is.
Oh, maybe not.
I mean, this looks like Horizon. Oh no, there you go.
No,
they started with God of War.
I mean, it can only get better, right?
They're like, yo, let's take our last thing and make it first real quick.
Look, tracks, they're fresh. This way.
All right. The environment looks really good. Really good. Look at those birch trees. I mean, that was nice right there.
Dude, everything is like all the old characters from both Microsoft and Sony have just got really old. Marcus.
Yo, that
Kratos.
Marcus reveal was insane, though. Oh.
Yeah. He was like Cranky Kong at the end.
we gotta make a GIF or a GIF, whatever you want to call it, for Cranky Kong. We gotta do that, yeah. I'll be on that tomorrow, okay?
Only fire. Only fire when I tell them to fire.
And as usual, what's going on, people in the chat? Yo, I am glad you can make it here. As you can see, this is looking really good right now. Something that the fans have been asking for. Another God of War with a beard.
This is like the most personality I've ever seen in this character.
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to humanize him since he got a child.
Yeah, trying to show that This is how he cares. Ooh.
He chopped his ass up though.
I ain't that old, man. That's what he said.
Yeah, he's firing them up. Get him, Kratos.
The enemies look interesting too. But then again, with God of War, they've always looked interesting.
Then find that deer.
Control freak dad. Good job, lady.
Here's a chance.
You know, as usual in the chat, as you're seeing this, if you see anything you want to share with us, your general thoughts, just hit up that chat. I definitely want to see what you guys think. Whoa.
There's a troll in the game under the bridge.
Hey, it's
So-
Jabari. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, my bad. My bad. We are live.
Don't go there, man.
I
Don't go
can't
there.
edit. I can't edit right now.
Figure out how to. It's supposed to be based off of Norse mythology, not Greek.
Yeah, that's what it's looking. That's
Yo, trolls are pretty crazy.
yeah. Trolls are OP.
Um,
If you ever check out like Norse mythology.
Yeah, it's
They are
kind of
no-
like my dream.
Oh shoot.
Giant trolls.
I think they were
I
bigger than
have
this
some
guy
pretty
though,
fucked
baby.
up dreams.
Oh, little man with the lightning bolt. Ow, that hurt. Yeah.
I'm wondering when they're gonna release us.
Everybody wonders that.
I'm not gonna lie, this game looks pretty good.
Yeah,
God of War's always been a good game for them.
yeah. It's been a system seller actually. That's how good the other ones were. Ooh. Ooh, the movement in the face, the impact movement, that was nice.
Got some cheek jiggle.
Really?
I don't know.
Your deer is getting
No, I was saying really about the arrow. I was never able to hit my dad in the shoulder with an arrow. Yo, I got you, Pac. That's what I'm thinking too. But let's see what happens, man.
I can't believe we fought a real troll.
and you crows.
Dad's a little bit of a dick. Just saying.
Yeah, he's always been a dick though.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
I've never played
he's
God of
one of those dicks that everybody loves. That didn't sound right, did it?
Yeah, that's horrible. Just never said that.
You said likable dick.
Likeable dick. Yo, John, yeah, yo, Xbox, yo, Microsoft's E3 was insane. All I gotta say is play anywhere. We're gonna get into that after this conference because I think we want to talk about like everything as a whole and what we really liked after this conference. So definitely stay tuned for that. Think of it as food.
Do you think this is played on Neo or on PlayStation 4?
That is a
There's
very
some-
good question, man.
There's some rumors that this is actually playing on Neo right now.
If this is playing on the Neo, it looks great, but I'm still not thoroughly impressed to the point to where I see like super duper graphics, you know.
I got you. I think the parts where we saw it the most was like the troll's face when it smacked the ice and stuff like that. That was really smooth.
Right. Well, look at the fur flowing, so it could be on Neo. It looks really good. Looks really good though.
Oh,
No. I mean,
he said he can't do it.
If it's PS4, honestly, it's the best looking PS4 game I've seen so far.
yeah. Johnny, you bought Forza? Oh, Forza 6? All right. I thought like they had the pre-order for Horizon 3. Yo, Forza 6 is a quality game, Johnny. I love racing sims. Just ask Don, man. He loves them too.
Oh yeah.
Now you are ready.
Yo, Mega, do you think this is like a passing of the torch type God of War here?
It could be, since it looks like they're going another direction with the mythology.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it's going to go with like the whole the trolls and things like that, it would make a lot of sense. You know, I mean, the Zeus era is over, so why not start God of War a whole other direction?
Yeah, that Zeus era ended with a bang, didn't it, man?
It ended with a massive. Look, there's dragons and shit.
Oh, dragons! That was very nice, man. That was very, very nice.
Please welcome to the stage, Sean Layden.
Yeah, definitely, Johnny. Yo, and a thing, Forza 5, right? If you have made any vinyls in Forza 5, you can actually import them over to Forza 6. If you have me on XBL, send me a direct message if you don't know how to do that. I'll definitely let you know how to do that, man.
D and I tested positive for swag. Now, before I get on in this video, I recently put up the Microsoft before that was ever revealed. Demon Knight did as well.
Whose TV is
watching?
going here?
Who's watching Positive for Swag?
You know, God,
Oh my God! Here comes this boring ass dude. They better not give him a lot of
Hey,
FaceTime.
Snaps, are you watching on the PC again?
Yes, I'm on mute. I
No,
was
but
on
it
mute.
goes
and-
it goes through whatever is going. It's
Oh shit, Taki. This whole time has been me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you're so
Don't judge
lovable
me.
that I can't be mad at you, man.
to address the heartbreaking tragedy.
Yeah, they only have 113,000 watching right now.
On Twitch is 245,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Greater love, tolerance, and respect of people.
It's kind of weird with a 40 million install base. Anyway. Oh, shout out to Deadly, yo. Thank you for adding me on here, man.
Have Foursquare with them.
Yeah, guys, if you add me on XBL while we're doing the live stream, I will definitely shout you out and everything.
PlayStation community stands Foursquare. Their friends, fans.
Some solace.
So without the transition sounding awkward, please bear with me, but I would like to welcome you all.
All right, we already have Bang Bang going crazy over the God of War thing. I'm seeing like notifications on my phone.
Proud to be part of a vast, expansive team.
It's a good looking game, man.
Did
Well
they show a
deserved.
date or anything on it? I don't.
No, they kind of cut straight to the tragedy and address that.
Guys, keep an eye on that because I noticed that a lot in Sony's conferences. They'll show stuff and like they'll just fade right into the next thing and they won't give you a date.
We hope to astound you with a lineup. They're both
Well, this is, man, I don't know, man. if the Sony people are not feeling it, I mean, I don't know why. This is one of the best looking games that they've ever shown.
Yeah. Surprises. I like surprises.
Eddie said there was no date.
I got you. Yeah, thank you, Eddie. Like I said, just pay attention to that, guys. All right.
And they also said it's an hour. He just said an hour, so this show ain't going to be a full hour and 30 minutes long. Oof, oof.
They did that last year too, I believe. Look at those million trees. Oh,
Is this Rapture, or did that game come out?
that game came out, dude.
Okay. I didn't hear anything else about it after that.
I need a comfy chair. Like a gaming chair, but like a gaming rocking chair that's really super soft.
Wow. At least it's not a massage chair
This
anymore.
might be this isn't Last of Us 2 because this is a Naughty Dog. But it has
Yeah, this looks very Last of Us ish.
Oh, you saw that person hanging? Body bags?
I read
Oh.
that they weren't going to be doing The Last of Us, but that's, speculation.
Yeah.
There's also lumberjacks, so that's important.
I
I'm
saw
like,
the Paul
what?
Bunyan statue. I'm like, yeah.
Lumberjack.
Dude, don't underestimate the lumberjacks.
Uh-oh. Is Don rocking his mustache for today? Is that
Dude, you don't even understand. It's like the smell of muss and diesel underneath my nose right now.
Oh damn!
It's like a chainsaw mounted to my upper lip. It is phenomenal.
Yo, Johnny, when it comes to trading in for the Xbox One S, I want to know what kind of drive it has. If it has the hybrid drive or not, because I have the Elite console, and if it doesn't have the hybrid drive in there, like my load up times are insanely fast compared to the regular X1. So I'm still on the fence about getting like the Xbox One S. It's got a if it has that hybrid though, I am all in, man. I am all in like yesterday.
It could be
I'm
something in
probably gonna get
between, though.
Just to have it.
Hey, is it just me that? But so far, their tone is with their game so far. It's just all kind of look like The Last of Us or somewhere in that same.
Days Gone is the name of the game.
Yeah. I mean, that just reminded me of like Last of Us or something. So.
Yeah, I was talking to Johnny, so I didn't get the name of that game. What was the name of that game?
Days Gone. It's a new title, new IP.
Nice. Days Gone coming in 2020.
Dude, it's the muskrat.
I thought it was a weasel.
It's the bird dog.
Bird dog.
Evil bird dog.
See, Eddie, I told you, another game with no date.
They didn't even bother to tell you exclusive.
they're just keeping it general. At least now with this, what they showed from The Last Guardian right here, it looks like they actually worked on it a little bit. It doesn't look like they just pulled some archive footage from the PS3.
No, this looks fresh.
The
one they actually showed today.
Look at that. For everybody that has a PS4 out there, you finally got a date for that. Let's.
What was the date?
October 25th.
October 25th.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna hold out and say it's episodic.
Gorilla. So this is Horizon. She must leave her tribe behind.
I'm headed for the border.
Then may the goddess show mercy.
She's got the boots with the fur.
Yeah. She looks bottom heavy, man.
I like bottom heavy.
Oh, why did I say that? Yo, I served that for you, K Mega. You know that, right? I just served that up.
You did. You did. So far, there's two hot games that I'm interested for on the PlayStation side.
Okay, that's God of War and what else?
This game right here.
Okay.
Horizon Dawn.
Not the last game. I already forgot the name of it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. That can move around.
Yeah.
I should focus again.
See, I can't, man. Yo, I want to try to like this game. It's just when I see that what you're fighting is robots like grazing through the wilderness, it just seems so off to me.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
I like the contrast.
Right, but I mean, concept is just cool. It's a different, unique game that it just seems like it deserves attention.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Gorilla can make games that are very iconic looking.
Looking. They suck with stories, yeah. But they got a new writer, so.
Well, they're one of the companies. Like I'm looking out. Maybe this will be that one, right? You know, they haven't really released a great one yet, but this will be the one where maybe they are great. Who knows? Their track record they still need to prove themselves, though.
Yo, big shout out to Johnny. He actually went in to try to see what kind of drive the Xbox One S has. He said he couldn't find the drive, but of course he put the 40% smaller, feature 4K videos, HDR, up to 2 terabyte hard drive, a Bluetooth controller, so hopefully wireless stereo headsets. Yo, thank you, Johnny.
Well, there's also a cheaper one with a smaller drive.
No.
Well, you know, if we're gonna get both, you're probably getting the cheaper one, and by you I mean us. Me.
I don't know. Oh snaps! Would you rather have the 1S or would you rather have my Elite when the Scorpio comes out?
The 1S will get absolutely dusty, but I want them both, and I want the Elite actually until we get the Project Scorpio.
I got you. I have a feeling you're gonna want a Scorpio for yourself. So.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Right. By that time, you're gonna invest in a new television, right?
I got sick happy for now.
Yeah, I don't want to nitpick, but I mean the mouth movements and stuff. It just seemed unrealistic a little bit.
I don't mind, picking.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I mean, it just it doesn't look that But I mean, this is a damn Dinobot. What the hell is that, man?
You can ride that Dinobot.
That. See, that looked cool right there.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Now she got a little dino pet that she could ride.
Maybe she's only not.
What?
Oh, there goes the big
Because
thing.
that's kind of looking like to me. Only not.
Yeah.
You faded out a little bit. I didn't hear that last part. You're like, she looks, and I completely missed what you said. Johnny, when it comes to Scorpio, I'm almost guaranteeing you between $400 to $500. It could very well be $400. You got to think about with the Scorpio what AMD is doing with cost-effective GPUs that have insane performance, and Microsoft and AMD have a really, really good working relationship with each other. So, dude, I know a lot of people are going to say, "Oh, the price should be insane," but they don't really look at what AMD is doing for their architecture and their GPU architecture and stuff like that. So, it could very well be 400 to 500, no problem. Step on my
Wow,
balloon.
Gears 4 has 2 different collector sets. One's Outsider, and then they're both early access.
Really?
Yeah, they're only $249. I say only, but let me stop. But because I have Amazon Prime, it'd be
Oh
$199.
no! Here we go.
You
Shameless
get
plug
early
on
access.
Amazon Prime, right?
What happened?
Shameless plug for Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
She loves that. It's called the Amazon Prime justification right there. That's what that is.
Yeah, but you get early access.
Ooh, you're tugging at
They
my
straight up
strings,
stole
lady.
the sounds right off the Transformers movie.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm right with you. The Scorpio is a no-brainer for me. Dude, if you notice when they did show like that little glimpse of what they're thinking, it stood up like a tower, and it had the light on the bottom of it. Like I can't wait to see what that thing looks like. Stay down.
This thing is this game is really creative. I got to give credit where credit is due. This is an excellent looking game, man. For the sense of just this originality, I like it.
I got you, man. So, Mega, now with this and Gears of War 4, I'm sorry, God of War. My bad. I'm still thinking about the Microsoft conference. But with this and God of War, even though there's no date for God of War, like, are you thinking about grabbing a Neo?
I thought about it, but then when I seen what the Slim looked like, and then now the Scorpio, I mean, I'm still they got to show me some more. They got to. If they're definitely going to get the Neo, and then that means I'm going to be a broke son of a bitch for the next month, I mean, for the next year. But 2 games is not good enough for me to buy a whole nother system. You see what I'm saying? So
it's 3. Let me ask you, because that's my number. It's 3.
Yeah, 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? You know, because these are story games, and you'll beat them.
Is this
then
Detroit?
You'll just be, you know.
Yeah, this looks like Detroit.
Yeah, I think this is Detroit.
Yeah, that dude's not human with the blue triangle.
Already shot down 2 of my men. So I can go deal with this NewarkNJ now. I'll take it.
Now you got to give it to Sony. They're showing game after game after game, but you know what that means. VR is going to be a big part of this show.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as long as no one falls into the orchestra, I guess it'll be a win for him, right?
Right.
Hold on, Don. Did they show a release date for Horizon?
No.
Whew. Again, yeah, Eddie. Again, no date.
Not that I saw, I should say.
No, Eddie verified it, man. Here we go again, guys. This is the thing that irks me about them. Like the games look decent and stuff, but you have no idea when they're coming out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Snaps. This game looks really interesting. Oh.
Okay, this might be 3 games. Because this Detroit looks pretty
Fresh
damn
blue
good.
blood.
But when are these games going to come, though?
It's a good looking game,
Wow,
but
yeah,
all their games are just kind of like
All
walk
stories.
over a thing and hit the circle button.
Yeah, a bunch of QTEs.
Yeah, they're kind of QTEs and find
That is one
random
thing I
things.
don't like about a lot of PlayStation games.
Well, if they make it, but see, the thing is, if they make it quick time events, they can add more code to the graphics and make them look like incredible. And then that grabs the casual gamer that doesn't really realize what a QTE is and stuff like that. They're like, wow, just look at that game. This thing's got to be like crazy powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, this looks
don't-
really interesting, though.
It
I don't
does.
think that's their ultimately their agenda is just they're taking advantage of how they're designing the game. That's all it is.
I think we will agree to disagree on that front, sir.
Yeah, we're not always going to agree on everything. That's cool.
No, definitely. If we were, I wouldn't want us together in a podcast if that was the case, man. I love the different personalities we have.
I mean, this
How
is
much hate would I get if I wanted to get a Neo?
this is it's a
I'll
dope
be a
looking game.
flip-flopping trader.
But see, this is the problem with these type of games, right? Okay, let's say you buy it for $60. This game is not going to have any DLC. You buy this game, you beat it, that's it.
VR.
It's not going to be super long, man. It's just, I mean, that's the problem with this type of game. If it had DLC, some kind of, some kind of something added to it to give the game longevity, then it would be dope. But
it's VR.
Here we go with VR, guys. Yo, Mega Chris, what's going on, man? Yo, it is good to have you back in here. I hope you are refueled and replenished for this. That's pretty much it, Mega Chris. You hit it right. You hit the nail right on the head with that. And now we're in VR, guys.
Wait, let me start my phone to my nose.
The Don is taking his VR controller and he's putting it in his pants right now, so this way he can walk around.
Yeah. Yes.
I want an Oculus, but I'm talking to them.
So far, guys, for the games that you've seen, which games are you really like? Dang, I might want to get a PlayStation. If any of the games.
Well, dude, if I had to pick anything, it would probably be God of War. That game looked really good. But then other than that, I mean, I always told people I'm interested in the Uncharted series, but that's not enough for me to spend like, a couple $100 on a console for. Horizon, like, I know a lot of people like it and I can see why, Horizon Zero Dawn, but like I said, the whole like robotic animals in the wild, like why are they grazing in the wild like that? It just it throws me
off. It throws
off.
you off. Yeah, gotcha.
All right. So right now it's only those two franchises, man.
Yeah, for me it's Horizon and God of War. Neither one of those games are out, right? And I need 3 titles to get me interested to buy any hardware, and they just haven't done it yet.
Right. Yeah, that's it for me right now. Now I did like what Detroit looked like, but it's just not one of those games that I would just spend $60 for, knowing that it's only going to be.
I mean, it's a good looking game, but it's a QTA game, right? Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, right? Mm-hmm. So.
And you know what, guys? This looks like a ripoff of PT.
I can see that a little less on the graphics compared to the original PT, but then again, it is VR.
Dude, I'm actually impressed that this is running on their VR.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Maybe they took it into like a different direction and like rewrote it everything. You never know.
Oh, that looked cool. What in the world? It does look like
I
a
don't
ripoff
think
of PT.
anything
Resident
really
Evil.
scary in it. Yeah.
7? Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil though.
That didn't have a Resident Evil vibe to it at all,
No.
actually. Interesting.
Like I wouldn't
the
have
game
known
tonight.
it was Resident Evil.
Huh?
And it's exclusive. It's exclusive. Resident
Okay.
Evil's exclusive.
Well, it's a VR game, so kind of
Right.
makes sense.
Right. And it was like a PT. I mean, that doesn't impress me that they,
No, that looks good. I like creepy games. I like creepy games that go away from zombies, though. I like supernatural, like creepy games. But that looked creepy. That looked like you would be scared out of your mind playing that VR.
Yeah, true.
While you guys were talking, there's like a bug climbed on his hand, and I would be freaking my shit out if a bug climbed on me while I was in VR. You know how I am.
Yeah, you would feel it. You would flip out and like run into the wall.
Xbox movie with a feather duster just lightly touching you in areas where you weren't expecting.
That's just messed up.
Just
You would
giving me
too.
ideas
Don't give
like
him
that,
ideas.
man. Oh, you don't know what you're doing. Chris, did you like that Resident Evil? It is a VR experience, so.
I'm happy to announce here that on October 13th, PlayStation VR will make its debut in the United States.
Lady, we can hear that.
I'm sorry. I need to hear too.
Well, okay.
They went to the number.
Along with
What do y'all think about that 400 price point without the move or the camera?
Well, from what I hear, like to get the full experience, you need the move sticks, but you can use the controller if you want to. All right, and every Oculus comes with a controller. I mean, let's just be real with that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
An X1 controller.
An X1 controller, the better controller, definitely.
Oh yeah, the best controller. Yeah.
Oh.
Turn up the volume. All right, Jose, my bad, dude. Your wish is my command.
What you see on those rocks? We don't know what kind of pathogens might exist here. We can't afford a breach.
You're supposed to have a Star Wars VR.
We have to keep moving.
One thing I noticed off the bat with VR, and I know this is like fairly new for consoles and stuff. Watch this gun. It's like jumping. It's twitching and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, that's because we're watching that on Twitch.
That's why. That's exactly why.
You know it.
It looks pretty good. It doesn't look that horrible. I mean, it's,
No, it
I
doesn't look that
hear what he's
horrible.
thinking. It has with like the position.
But when you already know, when you already have developers saying this is basically the lowest end VR, and I trust me, I still think VR is going to be a fad. All right, I believe that. But if this is looking like this, imagine what the Oculus is going to be doing and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
Well, Oculus with more powerful hardware.
Exactly.
I've been waiting for VR since 1990 something when they had the Nintendo. I think it was VR Boy or something, and it was just 3D.
Virtual Boy.
Hey, we can spray paint this thing red for you too.
Eddie, who's breaking the news on Twitter that the original Phantom Dust is coming to the X1? Dude, hit up the chat. Let me know what's going on with that, because if that's Microsoft, they're kind of trying to disrupt people a little bit here, and I like that.
Oh no, yeah, they did. They leaked the footage. They showed the they're redoing the whole
See, I was
game.
right.
Yeah. So it's that lady that was doing the presentation. She came in and talked to Jeff Keighley and showed the gameplay. Will show the game being remastered. So they're remastering it.
Nice. That'll give them a little time to really go in and develop the next one.
You guys will be happy to know I put it on the TV, so you shouldn't get any more backlash.
I did see that. I really do appreciate that. Oh snaps! Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now my whole fan love for getting the PlayStation is now dwindling because they're not showing enough of the gameplay. They're just showing little clips.
That's all they got.
Someone wrote Junkrat in the chat on Twitch. I'm like, I miss you.
You think it's
It's my
Batman?
homie.
No, that's Junkrat.
No, I guys, just to let you know, I do have Mad Skills in here again. He is watching the Sony conference with me. That is definitely Batman.
It said that. Oh, on my TV. Anyway.
Yeah, no.
I was just giving you a hard time, man.
Batman Arkham VR. I think there was rumors about this before time. October 2016.
Wow. People are like dead cops and stuff. Like, what the frick is wrong with these people?
They better show gameplay. If it's October 2016, they got to have something running.
That's what I was just thinking. That's what I was just talking to Bone and them. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why not show it if you're just going to show it in a couple of months? The game's going to be released in a couple of months.
That's strange. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's Sony, but that's still strange, yeah.
They had to make sure to show some Final Fantasy footage.
Yo, Mega Chris, the orchestra, what that's there to do is to soothe people in the audience. Maybe a few of them will go to sleep and they'll just wake up for the cheers, and they'll say that this was an absolutely insane conference. That's just my hypothesis, though. I could be wrong.
If anybody say that so far from what we've seen from Sony that they won this conference, if anybody, then I think that they should have their gaming shit revoked. Their gaming license revoked.
You get your game license revoked now.
Yeah, man, for real.
Oh.
This game does look awesome, yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to copy.
What,
Oh
really?
well, we got a report from King Pony himself, Jabari. He said it's a wrap, it's over. Sony don't need to show anything else. The conference, the whole E3 thing is over. They just sewn it up, showing this game right here in VR.
Wow. Yeah, about that.
About that. Well, come on, man.
Has he not looked at the stock yet? Is it going to go back up?
Check this out. Mad Skills is about to be 13 years old. He just turned over, looked at me, and he's like, what is the deal with all this VR? And that's coming from a demographic that Sony wants to grab. Just let that be known.
Nobody's clapping. Nobody's clapping.
Oh, there's like no. Shh.
That's a cool stage right there. That setup, the way that looks, that's pretty cool.
This is Call of Duty, baby.
I need a full screen. That chat's killing me.
Is this really Call of Duty?
I don't know.
Or Titanfall. This is Titanfall, probably. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to read the patches right now.
We've got 4 new hotspots on radar, sir.
Check. I'll plot a course on your orders, sir.
What's our target, Reyes?
Stand by for objective.
You know, Jabari's right. So far, it is all done, but it's kind of the opposite way around from what he's been saying.
We'll coordinate a takedown with Tigers. Let's mount up.
Yeah, this show, it started off really strong, and now it's turning into a hot mess. Yeah, this is Call of Duty.
That's bad when you have to guess what it is.
Ethan's already in back, sir. You said Ethan?
Yo, Mega Chris, I couldn't say it better myself, but the only thing is, man, you can't call them robots, because bots is in the name. You know, X-bot, robot, like, we got to call them something else. We could call them, like, zombies or something like that, man.
You spun up, Fever? Check, 1-1. Roger, we're ready.
All right, turn your head or something, because this is another VR.
I don't think so.
Kind of looks like it, because if you look at like the textures on the dash or the cockpit, like it.
So you think it's Call of Duty VR?
No, I don't think it's Call of Duty.
Is this even Call of Duty?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, this is COD. This is definitely COD.
I think it's just COD just hasn't improved their engine. I don't think this is
Yeah,
VR
they need a
anymore.
new engine, man. Like 5 years ago. Yeah, I'm thinking it more and more. Good call, guys, because I don't know, like.
That's all K-Mega, though. I was just quoting what
Mega,
you said.
great call on that, man.
Man, did you just see that they just stole the grappling hook from Titanfall?
I noticed that. I was like,
No, they didn't steal from them. This game was... Both those games were well in the making for a long time.
It would make sense for, like, space... Like, to either have some type of little propulsion system or grappling hook or something like that. I'm not a big Call of Duty guy, and they're going way off it with this one.
I mean, I was gonna order Call of Duty, but after seeing this, I'm having second thoughts.
Let the hate flow, man. Battlefield, this is your time.
Hey, yo, for
this
real.
Is your time, bro.
For real.
Oh my god.
Yo, Westside in the chat, he's like, I just want Modern Warfare remastered. And guess what? Activision is gonna make you buy this game as well. I mean, seriously, how do you feel about that, dude?
Dude, just be patient. They'll eventually have to release the other.
I'm not sure, man.
They're gonna do this for the initial sales.
Yeah, it is. You can see it.
That was kind of cool. Everybody floated up.
But for a game that sells so much, kind of cool doesn't cut it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, not at all. Like, for the most part, I was like, this is dumb. I don't even know what game this is. And then you guys are like, it's COD, it's COD. I'm like, oh, okay. I would have never had thought.
Well, not for anything, oh snaps, but you kind of have been converted. So now you're looking at this through Halo eyes, like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
You know what? This has just turned into a game for basically for the younger audiences because for the fact that you know what I'm saying, they haven't upgraded their system. It's not really truly upgrade, innovative like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm. Well,
I don't know, man.
It's funny you said younger audiences because Mad Skills is over here. Is like, yeah, that looks pretty good. So you can see where they kind of that's where they're going for their bread and butter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Chicken made it. Yo, shout out to Chicken Spaghetti. Yo, thank you for getting into this chat,
Chicken's
man.
been here.
I didn't even know. I haven't
He's
seen his name.
That's because you suck.
Yo, yeah, Mad Skills. It's random, but the dude's freaking awesome.
Dude, he combined chicken and spaghetti together at last.
I made chicken for dinner. Again.
Yeah, I filled up on some of my wife's amazing chicken. I am, like I said, I'm full and energized right now.
Man, people are not even clapping. Like they're not even ecstatic or just.
That's
like,
because they died.
Oh, we.
We're just like, this is boring. Actually, some of the gameplay hasn't been so bad. And it's loading.
Here we go. Now
it's better than Ubisoft.
Well, I don't want to say gameplay. Some of the trailers haven't been so bad.
Oh, my boy Jansen asking me to join party, man. Jansen, don't you know we're live streaming right now? Yeah, Westside, right? This is your Modern Warfare remastered, I guess you call it. Yep. This is the game that everybody really wants. Whoa, that last scene looked crazy.
You know, I would get that, but is it going to be backwards compat?
No, it's a remaster.
Yeah,
so
but
it's coming out for this generation. But you can only get it if you buy Infinite Warfare.
Nah. They'll do that first, and then they'll sell it. But they just want to push the sale.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, let's see what they're doing with this, guys.
Nation looks
Crash
dead
Bandicoot.
right now.
But let's see if it's with Skylanders or not. Like, oh man, that'd be.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the equivalent of Conquer being in Spark, Project Spark.
Tonight, I'm proud to announce that we work with our partners at Activision, who are going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2, and Crash Warped.
That is true, Eddie. You can't even tell. Half of these games don't have dates either. Those things right there are what get to me. When I watch Sony conferences.
Skylanders Imaginators. So let's have a look at that.
Is this a real Crash? No, Skylands. Yep, it's in Skylanders.
Twitter's gonna blow up right now.
Actually.
Sony won over this.
He's in the Skylanders universe. I saw the Dark Elf. Even
I've
Mad
never
Skills
played
said so.
Skylanders.
Mad Skills played it. Like, he played Skylanders a lot.
I know.
He beat the first three. He wanted to let
So
everybody know.
it's funny. You hear what they said is like on PlayStation, not necessarily not on other platforms.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and did y'all? Yeah, man, that is crazy. It did say first. So if this game is if this game is a multi-plat, it's a bigger fail than I thought.
Well,
Skylanders
you gotta
is
listen.
multi-plat.
You gotta listen to the wording,
Skylanders is definitely multi-plat.
But the Crash content is also as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. BB-8 is awesome.
The belonging you seek is not behind you.
Can I just say I cannot play a Lego game to save my life? All I do is explode my little pieces everywhere. every freaking time.
That is a personal problem.
It really is. It's so annoying.
I know, Chicken. Yo, Chicken, what do you think of this conference so far? Yo, hit up that chat. Let me know. I want to know what you think, like, all together, going from the God of War all the way through so far. Let me know, man. Yo, I am so tired of Lego games. Like, I have Lego Marvel, and I'm cool with that. But like, I haven't even gone back to play that in a while. I'm just getting tired of the Lego theme with like the movie titles. Calm down, guys.
Who are you telling to calm down?
The people doing the Lego games. Just kind of calm down. Let me enjoy them. You know, they just come out so much.
They're kind of a simpler game to make.
Yeah.
And they appeal to audiences of all ages, if you're into that.
Mm-hmm. Well, oh snaps! You know the twins. They love Lego games.
Yep.
And they love to argue
I want
about
to
it
see
when they're
Lego
playing
Batman.
the same game.
They argue about everything.
I mean, nice.
Lego is awesome, but of course, this is where Sony is falling short by showing all these damn multiplats.
Chicken is
Come on,
not
guys.
impressed with the show at all. No live gameplay, no release date, no nothing.
There's live gameplay, but there's no release dates. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, anything they had live
Well, you can't
gameplay,
really
it
tell
just
if
seems like
they-
anything they had live gameplay from, they had no release date. Anything where they showed a release date was more or less on the cinematic side.
That is actually interesting because he said live gameplay. You didn't see anyone with a controller on stage.
Except
yet.
for in the first one, he had a controller, possibly.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Chicken. Dude, that is awesome.
I want to give him credit because I just realized I was calling him out and I was wrong on that.
Better watch out. You call out TheDon, yo. People are gonna end up like knocking on your front door, man.
Dude.
I got people.
I got people
to
who
take
got
care of
people.
things.
My people's got people.
Man, this other podcast are clowning. They're talking about, I'm bored. I'm ready to go to bed. I got work tomorrow.
Yo, for real, if it wasn't for the chat and having like you guys in here, I don't know if I would still be watching this. I'd probably be. Oh, Mega, I don't know if you heard, but I picked up Tekken Tag.
What did you say?
I picked up Tekken Tag Tournament. Since they're offering it for free, I was like, man, I gotta do that just for my boy Mega, yo.
Oh, excellent, man. Appreciate it, man. We gotta get in and have a good time. Oh, yep, here comes Kojima.
Oh.
All right. Let's see what game is going to come out in 2020.
Yo, dude, he's not following the blocks. He went ahead of the blocks. Dude, you don't do that.
It's like stepping on the cracks.
You can break your mom's back.
This guy has been doing like a major tour like around the world. If you follow him on Twitter, he's been going everywhere.
How do I get Tekken tags?
It's in the store. We'll get you that after the live stream.
All right.
Today I bring something new. We made for you, and this is all running.
He's been practicing his English too.
Please enjoy.
Yes, he has.
This might be a highlight, guys. This might be a highlight, hopefully.
Get ready for the CGI.
It's in real time, though.
Oh, who say in engine?
Huh?
Hold on. It's coming up.
Mine.
We have crabs, people.
Yo, crab murdering.
Crabs.
E3's theme is crab murderers.
That's some real shit right there. We see dead crab. Shit gets real.
Are you enjoying
Yo,
Zoom?
Chicken Spaghetti is like, yo, why is Kojima there? His game won't be out until my kids start the 5th grade, and I don't even have kids.
Wow. That's great.
Oh, dude.
Oh, naked.
Uh-oh.
I gotta go put the cat in the bathroom.
All right.
Is this PT? Is this PT?
I don't know. This is weird.
I mean,
Even for Kojima.
that is what's his name from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
And that seems like PT because that's if you saw the PT, it was like the death of his wife and his kid.
He has no belly button.
That's a little creepy. What's up with that
It looks
necklace
like
as
I want
well?
to be Norman Reedus. I think that is supposed to be Norman Reedus.
Yeah, yeah. He was supposed to be the star of the Silent Hills game. Five people floating?
He doesn't look as emaciated as he does in Walking Dead.
Man, PlayStation Nation is already saying that it's a win for some weird shit that I don't know what the hell is going on. A lot of CG.
Yo, Mega, let's be real. That nation was gonna say it's a win no matter what, man. Seriously.
Norman Reedus.
True.
Well, they put a naked man on there, so.
Yeah.
Naked Norman Reedus.
Drops Mike. No pun intended, by the way.
Norman Reedus.
Death Standing is what it's called.
Stranding.
Hey, I'm talking to a non-gamer because she just walked in and just was looking at what's going on, and she was like, "What the hell is this?" You know what I'm saying? What kind of weird life you got going on?
It's like,
This
yo, hun, it's not what it
life?
thinks. It's not what you think, yo. It's not what it looks like.
What?
Norman Reedus naked on the TV. And he is holding a baby. Remember that when people were watching Walking Dead and that whole episode with him and Judith and people are like panties dropping because he's holding a baby? That's why they did that.
All right, yo, Chicken, when that whole PT thing, I don't think it's PT or anything relative to it. I think Sony saw the buzz that PT got, all right? And
Spider-Man.
Oh, here goes that Spider-Man.
That Spider-Man actually looks sweet.
Yeah, that looks good though. That looks good.
I'm sorry, I don't think that Norman Reedus is worth my $60 though.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that game won't come out for a while, so.
Yeah.
I'm
like Chicken
fairly
Spaghetti said,
confident
man,
that
his
you're
kid's got to be in 5th grade, and he doesn't even have kids yet. Yeah, that's got to be the quote of the conference so far.
For sure. That's a tweet-worthy quote.
Well, I guess it's real, guys. I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
Was my hair color?
Little upset right now, but also happy because somebody could actually make a quality Spider-Man now.
Well, from what they showed, it looked really impressive.
Yeah.
They should have
Chicken,
spent
man.
money on.
Yo, we gotta give credit where
exclusives.
Yo, Chicken, we gotta give credit where it's due. That Spider-Man looked good. I'm sorry, K-Meg. I wanted to do that little shout out real quick.
Spider-Man PS4 is the name of the game.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm talking between everybody, and then when I come in, I hear you at the last second, and I don't mean to cut everybody off. But yeah, no, but that just looked. That looked really good. It's just the fact that you couldn't think of a better name than that.
Nope.
unlike any other.
Marketing.
The dedication and the passion of the greatest gaming community of all time.
Again, Eddie said the same thing. You know, I think that Don said no date. There's no date. You'll get it when you get it.
We thank you.
This can't be the end of the conference, man. This can't be.
Oh, really? No.
This can't be. It's not even been an hour. It's only been an hour. Hour and like 9 minutes.
Hey, you said it.
I'm
They
sure
did
there's
that
a lot
last year
more.
too.
It's play, right? As much as we love to talk about stories and visuals and emotions and graphics and technology, it all comes together in the brilliance of gameplay. So before I leave,
Didn't show any indies
it is my
either.
distinct pleasure to share.
That's interesting that they didn't really go into the indies.
Earlier tonight, but we'll see it played live. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen.
Live demo.
They're trying to put some chips behind this Days Gone thing, huh? Who's the developer on this again? Do you remember?
I don't think they said.
Why they didn't show No Man's Sky?
Well, we know why. It's not ready, dude.
Dude.
You can't run on the PS4 apparently, so.
Yo, is it just me, or does it seem like they rehashed the wilderness from all different games? Like they use like the same assets.
That's what everybody from Intro Media is saying. It's like, why does these games all look like Uncharted or look like The Last of Us?
It definitely has a Last of Us vibe on this one for sure.
God of War had just that same camera view and everything. That's why nobody didn't really actually know what the hell that was. That's crazy.
I kind of like that when they introduce something and it kind of gets you guessing, like, what is this? What is, and then you have that time when you piece it all together.
I think I pretty much got my my lineup from conferences from best to worst. I think I got that pretty much under wraps. So when this is done,
well, hold on. There's still Square Enix and the PC one that's coming. I think tomorrow, right?
What
PC one already happened, dude.
Yeah, we kind of covered half of the PC one. Square's got a conference tomorrow, you said?
I thought so. They normally do. They normally do on Tuesday.
I won't be available for that one.
Okay.
Fine, figures. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, man.
I'm just playing.
I marathon today.
Eddie, if I had to guess, I would say these are running on Neo. But
here's the problem.
They're not going to tell you.
Here's the problem with this game. I already forgot the name. So is Days Gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're trying to be Dead Rising.
This is going to be Dead Rising. But like a serious tone. Gotcha.
Where's Norman Reedus?
He's naked holding a baby on the beach.
In the other game that I don't remember the name of. Stupid.
Are you serious, Sony? Are y'all really trying to go there? You don't think anybody could actually take this,
Are they
seriously?
fast? Are they fast?
Oh my god. That's a lack of originality.
What a D-bag. He's just gonna leave him.
Hey, well, the guy tackled him, so
Yeah, that's true. I would do it too. Be like, well, f you. Then I would get eaten 2 seconds later because we're not supposed to do that.
It's a realistic Dead Rising, is what it is.
Yeah, it's what it is. Yeah.
And not for anything. Oh wow, I like that animation of them like spewing over through the train.
Yeah.
That gave it kind of like that DayZ effect. But
absolutely.
One of the biggest things for Dead Rising for me is the humor in it, and they took like one of the best things I like about Dead Rising, took it out
guys.
and tried to make a zombie game like that.
So I'm watching this guy who's playing the game and doing the gameplay, and if you see on the screen, he like totally just looked away from it for a second with everything going on. And I do believe he has 2 screens in front of him, but I'm not really sure. But it looks like he's playing, but it's possible that he's not.
Whoa, yo, the zombies are building up in the car. They are glitching out, yo. I don't know if you guys saw that.
No, I was looking at the guy's hands.
I mean, it's ambitious, and they didn't give a release date, so you don't know when it's coming out.
I don't like the lighting. I mean, it could be my TV because you know how it darkens.
Yeah, your
But,
TV is
for a
dark.
second, I could not see anything when he was running through because of sunlight. Oh, he's playing. He's pressing buttons.
He's pressing buttons, so he must be playing.
Yeah.
It's on the internet, so it must be true.
Fudge you.
I like that effect where they're kind of just flooding out of the area.
I feel like they die incredibly quick, though. There's not like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But like he'll be like blah, 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 and kill a bunch of them instantly. Like they don't really have much resistance
Yeah,
to the bullet.
yo, he just shot one of them in the knee, and they died that way.
That's like Left 4 Dead status. Even Left 4 Dead took longer to die.
Yeah, and then they just shot a couple of them in the knee. You would think they were grabbing on his
Oh,
ass.
he can take them all out right there.
Yeah. I mean, in that aspect, this looks pretty shitty. Just watching that alone, seeing how quickly they fall, there's not a lot of challenge there.
Good, yo. Good eye, oh snaps.
Thank you.
Oh,
I hope he
wow.
gets eaten.
I hope he gets eaten. That'll teach you.
I agree with Chris. He said music effect, wrong set for the game.
Wow, even a non-gamer just said that looked stupid and they died too easy.
No, Maridison, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nice, but man, I was hoping for more.
I'm gonna be Don. You've been being nice the entire conference, man. One day I can't wait to hear you go all out, dude.
They didn't even show Gran Turismo.
Yeah, no.
They're saving all that game for, I guess, for next year. I don't know, man.
Hey, maybe that all-important Paris game show. You know what I'm saying?
Could be, yeah.
That one game show that we didn't hear about until last year when Sony said it was important.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. That's our splash reel at the end.
Woohoo! Splash reel. Best part of the thing.
Yeah,
this
there's
was worse than last year, so by far. By far.
All right, so is there Neo?
Oh,
well, no,
it's been confirmed
Neo
that there's
exists.
Neo.
Just
they said they weren't going to show it.
They weren't going to show it.
Because it doesn't exist.
No, it does. It does, lady.
Developers have it. Like, it's literally 3 towns over from where I'm at right now. I guarantee it.
Oh, never mind. Like, where is that?
Let
like,
everybody know. Where is that? There you go.
I want to know the longitude and the latitude.
There's very mixed cheering in that, just to let you know.
Yeah, it was a universal excitement from the crowd, which is kind of weird. Oh, here's the dates.
Huh?
So God of War, PS4, Days Gone, PS4.
I have a black screen.
Horizon, February 28th, 2017. Yeah, so there only one game has a date out of the exclusive looks, and that's Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's next year.
Wow.
That no No Man's Sky, no Gran Turismo. They didn't talk about Street Fighter. They didn't. Well, hot damn. And then when they showed VR, they didn't show too much gameplay. you know, man,
Yeah, go, yo, Mega, roll with it, man. You know I'm gonna ask you what you thought about it, so just go ahead and be the first guy to be
Kick
the
it off,
first.
dude.
Yeah, start it off, dude.
oh, okay. Well, I'm disappointed now. It started off really strong, just like last year's. But the one thing about last year's conference, it was just that it just seemed like it had more stuff, that was scattered all around. This was just, it was like they was trying to hurry up and get the hell out of there. I'm telling you, after they was hearing about the stocks went down after the Scorpio, they really got shook. So it just seemed like they wanted to get the conference done. Crash Bandicoot, what most people were talking about and getting excited over, it's a Skylanders game, and then it didn't even say that it was an actual exclusive. So, which is another bombshell for them. This was a I give it a C. I give it a C. A C for conference. That if it wasn't for the strong lineup in the very beginning, this would have been an F. No. This would have been an F. This was a. Now, are you thinking about Ubisoft now and talking bad about Ubisoft? I'm telling you, man, this was
Ubisoft was still worse, man.
Oh, no.
My opinion.
No, they didn't make it, Chris.
I wasn't impressed.
I got you, man. Yeah, I definitely feel you. Oh snaps! What do you think about Sony's conference? Yeah, are you gonna run out and grab pre-order for a Neo or get a PS4?
That I just saw 10 years from now. No, honestly, like Mega said, it started out strong, and I mean, this is the first time I've ever watched a Sony conference. And I was less than impressed. Some of the games looked all right, but then again, those are generally the games that don't have a release date. And they just don't look as good as the ones I've seen earlier in the Microsoft conference. And not for anything, they've been well known to be unreliable with actually releasing on the date that they say they're going to, if they even put up a date. So for the most part, I think the orchestra was the best part of this conference. And I mean that.
I got you. Well, you definitely like a variety of music, so I'll
like
definitely
the
give you
VR
that.
part, but I wasn't. It didn't look too promising either.
I got you. All right, TheDon. You said you were gonna be nice. I'm hoping you kind of.
Yeah, you have to start with the
unshackle.
positive, and then you have to start with the reality, right? So, the positive, all the games that they showed look pretty, right? I mean, that's a positive that I think everyone can agree with, regardless of what platform you prefer. But I have to knock it down for not show me any games from last year that I'm going to get this year. I don't have a promise that's been fulfilled really outside of what just was released, like a month ago, right? With I can't even remember Nathan Drake in his game, right? Uncharted 4. I never really liked Uncharted 4, so I'm sorry. It's on the tip of my tongue. and people love it. Like, that's understandable, right? So, but here's the thing. So I got God of War, Days Gone, Detroit, Death Stranding, and Spider-Man. Some of their best-looking titles. None of them have release dates. I have to knock them down for that. Delaying Zero Dawn, that's understandable. You got to make sure the game's right before you release it, and I really feel like that developer's on the verge of maybe releasing something good. So if they need a little bit more time, let it happen. But yeah, like even the Kojima game, they say in engine. What engine is that? I want to know what engine that is, because no one's toning an engine that looks like that right now. So is it possible? Sure. What is it on? And the fact that they're being kind of cagey about that makes me kind of question what they showed me, right? So there's a lot of like sleight of hand, smoke and mirrors, and
as usual,
not clear messaging. We don't know if any of this stuff is run on Neo or current PS4. They wouldn't clarify that.
They won't tell you that either.
Yeah, and that's something that is an issue with these multiple consoles that we have currently. We're going to be having soon. And that's something that Microsoft did really well, especially with the Forza demo. There's like, here's this console, here's this console, here's the PC, and switch between will tell you exactly how those look and what are you going to get, right? They didn't show this, and that's something I at least was expecting, at least clarification. And I'm just going to say, I mean, you didn't deliver. I mean,
All
you
right.
deliver pretty visuals, but didn't really deliver, and that's what I like. But he didn't deliver me any sort of promise or fulfilling any promises, and that's kind of disappointing.
I got you. I do apologize to O Snaps. I didn't let her get her letter grade out, but she definitely she loves being in the chat and stuff, and I want to let the panel know. O Snaps, you gave it a C plus.
Yeah.
You trying
I
to be
mean,
trying to be
I
nice?
think the games, some of them looked, especially, what was it, God of War?
Yeah.
That one actually looked really good. I'd play it. I would.
I
That's
would
probably
play
the
it
only
too.
one that's incredibly enticing to me at this point, but it's on a 70% scale of incredibly enticing. It's not really like my first choice, but it wasn't bad. So yeah, I mean, some of the games look good. I was entertained a bit, so C plus.
All right, and just to let you know, Mega Chris agrees with you, which is awesome. Chicken Spaghetti gave it a C minus, and I think I'm gonna have to go. I think, and that's for me. That's probably even being nice. Now you know what, Chicken Spaghetti, you again right on the head with that C minus. They started off really strong. The God of War looked good. Like you said, um they gave that title a little more personality when dealing with the sun and all that good stuff. It looked good. The animations were really cool, but then they just started falling flat. And then there's the one thing that really irks me about Sony is the smoke and mirrors play. All right, is the fact, hey, we're gonna show you this, but we're not going to give you a date for it. Or, hey, look at this trailer, and it's just a CGI thing, but we'll give you a date for this one. And then with Horizon Zero Dawn, we knew it was delayed till February. Why didn't they put that date at the end of their presentation for Horizon then? Unless they're even skeptical that it's going to come out at that point in time. I don't like dealing with Sony and how they treat people. It's like they feel like they deserve the benefit of the doubt, but they have never really lived up to that benefit of the doubt, at least not in recent history. You go from the PS3 into the PS4. I'm sorry, they've done some shady shit, and I'm not going to trust them on their word. But all in all, even if they gave release dates for all the games and everything like that, like it would have given them a better grade. But Microsoft still stole the entire E3 show. They came in and started hitting you with games after games after games, and then when you look at it, just exactly what TheDon said. They said what hardware was being used when they were doing game demos. You saw the controllers in the hand, you saw them looking at the screens or holding the steering wheel. They let you know this was the Windows 10 high-end PC. This was the that high-end gaming rig. This is the regular PC, and he had the controller. This was on the Xbox One S, and this was on the Xbox One that you have in your house right now. They pretty much left it all open for us, and that is awesome. That gives them an even higher grade for me. So I gotta say, man, Microsoft has absolutely stolen E3. Anybody who tells you anything different, I know people have opinions, all right, but if they're on that fanboy bullshit, like there's you shouldn't even listen to them, Just kind of like, oh my goodness, yo. I am so disappointed with what Sony showed, and it wasn't even all bad, but they weren't the worst conference. Now, does anybody believe that they had the worst conference on the panel?
No, I don't.
I'm trying to talk him well for a minute, little Dory. Man, it's up there because I mean EA showed quality games, and I know that you didn't like Ubisoft, but man, when the Wildlands looked good, um, Watch Dogs 2 looked amazing, and I mean, there's only like one game that I could say looked really, really good, in the sense of like just gameplay and overall graphics, and that was God of War. And Horizon looked good too. But I mean, man, Bethesda probably was to me, and well, but I mean, come on now, this is Sony is not second for sure. I'm giving, man, I'm sorry. I think Sony is probably the worst in my opinion.
Man, you don't have you have an opinion. That's what we want to hear. We want you to share your opinion. If you believe they had the worst, then just stand up, man, and let it be known. Just that's
well,
it.
Well, I'm just going through all the games that I'm trying to process everything that I've
Yeah.
seen through the conference in the last 2 days. But I'm just saying, I mean, like 2K only showed one game and it shitted on everything, even God of War. You know what I'm saying? Mafia 3 shitted on every game that Sony put out right there. That's a fact. I know that's opinionated fact, but I mean, I'm just disappointed with Sony, man. Like you said, the smoke and mirrors and how they come at and they throw out these sales numbers and they get all these people hyped, but then their own fan base that was sitting out there looked bored and uninterested. So that should tell you something.
Definitely, dude. I mean, when you look at like the Spider-Man game looked really good. Like I said, God of War looked really good. Like I don't think graphics is the problem. I say all the time when it comes to the PlayStation 4, the biggest problem with the PlayStation 4 are the people running PlayStation 4. I mean, I have no problem with the hardware. I prefer the Xbox, no doubt. And I believe, like, these people's decisions inside Sony and, you know, working with PlayStation, these guys, that's the biggest problem when it comes to that hardware. I don't know. Does anybody agree or disagree?
I agree. All
right. Yo, Don, let me know. How do you feel? Agree or disagree? Basically the worst part of the PS4 is the people running it and how they do things.
Dude, it kind of reminds me back of Nintendo in the N64 days, right? Where they were kind of high on themselves a little bit, they were doing their own thing, and they kept, you know, if you ever were around in the N64 days, like, it had good games, but it was few and far between. They made you wait forever. For that stuff.
But I had the wrestling games on 64. I had the wrestling games, and I was happy with that. Trust me, man.
Well, and then there's a difference. They do have third-party support, so I'm not saying like it's totally like that, but at least it kind of reminds me of that a lot. And you know, I was a diehard Nintendo fan back in the day, and I'm not now, right? And so it's those sort of experiences that makes them lose their fan base. And you gotta have a short game and a long game, and really, like, Sony's long game, it's not on the same level as Microsoft's. But then again, Sony's short game has been really, really good, and that's why you've seen this initial push to so many hardware on the market. So all this stuff catches up to you one way or another, right? So
all right, man. Well, that's definitely good to hear what you think about that. Oh snaps! When it comes to kind of like the issue with the PS4, I mean, you can see the games look good and everything like that. Do you agree that, like, you know, basically the biggest problem with them is the people running the PlayStation, like, division and how they kind of treat their consumers and stuff?
I mean, I don't personally see a day-to-day basis of how they run the show. So I really couldn't make a judgment call there because that, you know, isn't my place. As far as how they treat their consumers, yeah, they need to be a bit more loyal because their consumers are very loyal to them.
Yeah, definitely.
So it really sucks in that aspect I just muted myself for a second.
I heard that.
It sucks in the aspect to see all these people get hype, and then, you know, I mean, yeah, we're all hype right now, and they're all like, Sony wins. We're like, Microsoft wins. But in the end of the day, 90% of the time, Microsoft delivers to what they say they're going to do. Yeah. And a lot of times, Sony has delays. And while they might have all these indie titles in between to keep them occupied, you know, they're not really seeing the whole picture, or they don't want to. And it could be out of sheer embarrassment sometimes. Like, you know, For
Yeah.
all the pride they put out there for this and the loyalty they give this company, the company needs to give the same to them. So maybe they do need a change in it. Like, I don't want Phil Spencer going over there by any means, because then
No, no,
Microsoft
we're
might go
keeping
down the
Killer Phil over
drain.
here, man.
Imagine that shit. But seriously, like, maybe if they did have a change in the way they were running stuff, they might get a lot more consumers. Like, I would probably buy a PlayStation if I knew I was going to get a game instead of having it delayed, if there was one that I wanted, you know?
How
Exactly.
rad if they had a Phil Spencer and we had a Phil Spencer, if you know what I mean, and those two were going
Yeah, I
head to
know.
head with one another. That'd be
Ooh, that
that would
would
be actually
we
that'd be good for everybody,
yeah,
right?
we
We
would
would all
all
be excited
benefit
about
from
that.
that. Oh my goodness.
I would hope that Sony would go under and a company like Samsung get a hold of the PlayStation brand and let the true contest begin, because I
Yep.
think that would be seriously epic.
Samsung is definitely eyeing that, yo. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think what's going on is I think Sony has enough steam in their engine to make it to where they want to go, which is and I know I've said this time again, but they're going towards a streaming service eventually. They're gonna bundle it with their TVs, try to boost sales with their TVs, get their TV division out of the red. They won't have any manufacturing costs when it comes to their PlayStation brand. They're gonna save money that way, and they're gonna try to lift up that the entire Sony company with that PlayStation brand. All right, that's where they're gonna go with it, guys. I know you guys have probably heard me say it before, but I'm gonna keep saying it until people realize that's exactly what's happening. All right. So all in all, from all the conferences that we've seen so far, I'm gonna hit the chat off first and let people know how I'm gonna put what I feel from least to best, and we could go down the line and see how people stack up these conferences. So on my end, I'm gonna go from the what I felt was the worst to what I saw as the best within the conferences that we've seen. Uh, very very worst would be Ubisoft, in my opinion. Uh, they kind of tried to rely on the fact that they were quirky or awkward, and they tried to use that as a feature within their conference instead of using a really quality presentation. Um, uh, Most of the games that they showed were very forgettable in terms of how they presented it and stuff like that. I mean, the Ghost Recon was good. Of course, Watch Dogs 2 was probably the highlight. Um, next up, next up, I would probably go Sony next up, and that's just because yeah, I'll do Sony next up. I mean, they showed some good things, but then again, that smoke and mirrors and the lack of trust for the company is really going to hold that score down. So he goes Ubisoft, Sony. Then I'll put EA. All right, EA had a couple high points when it came to Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1 with me. After EA, we go Bethesda. I really love the flow and the presentation in Bethesda's conference. Dishonored 2 had me hooked. I've been waiting to see Prey and what they showed with Prey, and people are still kind of going back and forth on whether or not that was gameplay. I don't necessarily think so, but it did what it was supposed to do, and it built up the hype for me. And then of course, Microsoft knocked it out of the park. Oh my goodness. They showed pretty much all the games except for Crackdown. All right. And I would have liked to see Phantom Dust on the floor at some point in time, but they didn't show Crackdown. I wanted to see that, but everything else, and then they dropped the bomb. And they let everybody know that Project Scorpio exists. I didn't even think they were going to do that. Um just it was really a conference for the gamer is what I felt, and I feel like they did the best so far. So I don't know who wants to go next and kind of
Me.
okay.
It's mostly because I'm like super duper tired and I gotta get to bed soon for
no
work.
no problem.
So sorry, guys. So I'm actually with I Thank You and Chicken for the most part. Uh, Ubisoft, I only caught the end of it, and from what I did see of it, I wasn't super thrilled. I did think that that game that's, what the hell was it called? Slides. I don't know. What was the snowboarding one? I can't think right now.
That's a Ubisoft game. I know what you're talking about.
Steep.
Steer.
What was it?
It's called
Steer?
Steep.
Steep. I said steer. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, that was I saw that and it looked pretty cool. I mean, it looked like it needed a lot to it, but it did look interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the only thing. So that's why Ubisoft is at the end of my list. But if I wasn't counting them, I would go with Sony because I just wasn't super impressed. Steep, thank you, chicken. And then the EA conference. I really am excited about Titanfall 2, but it's on my list. And then Bethesda because I've already pre-ordered Dishonored 2, and I thought they did a really good job. And then Microsoft, it goes without saying, they did incredible.
Yeah,
That's all.
definitely. All right, so I'm not even gonna pick who wants to go next. Is it the Don K Mega? Who wants to go with this?
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna say Ubisoft's is we're gonna go. Well, here's my criterion. I'm gonna go from lowest to high, and then I'm gonna go based upon games that are coming out that I want to play. Right, that's the reason why we watch these things in the first place, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm gonna give it the lowest one to Ubisoft, not because they make bad games. It's just this year they brought only one or a couple games that I wanted to play. You can't win with all your audience, but that's what they did, right? So that's why they were my lowest. I didn't go necessarily based on presentation, just because sometimes that gives you a false, thing of when you're looking at what you really would buy from that company, right? So Sony would be the next, mostly because they're not delivering anything they promised, right? Since launch, they haven't given me personally a reason to buy another console, right?
Yeah.
And I'm open to it, right? I'm open. I have multiple different televisions, multiple different connectors on the back of my TV. I'm totally okay with buying another console, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have to run it by the wife just like anybody else, and if I don't have a reason to purchase that hardware and that I can present to her, then it's a fail, right? So, and I don't have that fanboy attachment to that particular piece of hardware. Still a piece of hardware that works well. A lot of people are happy, but this haven't delivered the exclusive content that I would buy a console
that you
for.
want, exactly.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. There's no wrong reason on this. This is what I would buy, and someone else they're sold. They're okay with the promises down the road, and that's fine. That's totally okay as well. But that's why they're number two. I mean, they present a lot of good-looking games. I'm going to give credit where credit's due, but no clarity. Don't know what version of their platform I should be buying to get the visuals of that, or when they're going to come out. So, I mean, it's got to score low because of that. Bethesda would be my third, not because they make bad content, but just because they haven't made content I've been overly excited about until recently. So I'm kind of just now turned on to that company. So what games I'm going to buy from is going to be a leap of faith, but I'm interested. I want to do what is the one they end on with the super stylized first person
Dishonored
stealth action. Dishonored. That one's really that one stuck with me for sure. So I'm really interested in that one for sure. And then EA, and to be honest, I'm not a big sports guy, so EA has to bring a bunch of titles that it's not like it's the other half of their studio.
Yeah.
To catch my attention, and they did. You had Titanfall, you had the World War One game Battlefield, and I'm excited to play that. And then the crazy thing is, and this has never happened to me as far as a hardware manufacturer when they announce their exclusives. Every exclusive Microsoft put on stage, I want to buy. and that's why they're, regardless of the hardware, thing that, it's kind of unique, but every exclusive game I'm going to end up buying on that platform, right?
Nice.
So
Me, wifey, and the family are moving in. By the way, just to let you know.
yeah. So it just is what it is. So I mean, that's why I have to give it, top dog spot. I mean, and then you add the icing on the cake with the new promise of new hardware. I love new tech, and the fact that I know that new tech, my current games are going to play on that new tech and possibly going to play better on that newer tech, and so it gives me a reason to revisit my library. So they gave me even a reason to buy the newest hardware down the road too, as well. So
Nice. Now, Mega, I am dying to hear this list because the Don changed it up a little bit. I think you can. Oh, I think there's going to be some similarities between you and the Don. So, give us your list. I guess from worst to best in your opinion so far.
Okay, Sony was the worst, and I know that they started really strong with God of War. Love God of War, one of my favorite franchises of all time. But that all their games really had the same type of feel
Yeah.
that they revealed, except and then the Resident Evil would have been awesome, but then just come to find out that that's just a PlayStation First game. So that game is a multiplat as well. Uh, Crash Bandicoot is a disappointment because it's based on a toy. That's a multiplat. And Kojima, I would have had faith in Kojima, but I mean, damn, that was weird seeing a naked ass dude, a baby dead crabs, and people in the sky. I mean, you got to give me something better than that, man. It just threw me completely off. But no, man, the show was too short. They seemed like they wanted to get the hell out of there. So I was disappointed. I was thoroughly disappointed. Like I said, I give it a C in its play. And then Ubisoft at least showed, what I'm saying, they showed gameplay and gave dates to their games.
Yes.
That's something that Sony did not do. And then plus, Sony's still supposed to. Where's No Man's Sky? That makes me really worried about that game. That game is supposed to come. Got delayed until August. Nobody did say nothing. Gran Turismo got delayed. I mean, well, it's been delayed, but I mean, they showed these presentations to this game, and you would think that would be their pilot racer to show.
Yeah, it's a perennial title.
Exactly. Yeah, and there was nothing. And then one thing that PlayStation has been synonymous for this whole gen is indies, and they didn't show one damn indie. The only thing they showed was just VR. And Ubisoft showed VR. They showed indies. They showed their big hitters. Then after that, Bethesda is the next in the list. Dishonored, Prey. I was very happy about that. I wish that Quake was going to be multi-plat, but it is what it is. And then EA, because EA showed a whole variety. Yeah. Battlefield 1 is like a really big highlight game for me this so far at E3. And then of course there was Mass Effect. Then there's there's Mass Effect, and then the EA Access thing, just a better present. Plus Madden and FIFA. I'm a sports guy. So and then Microsoft just butchered everybody, man. This is a walk away, man. Microsoft didn't sneak and do anything. They bust through the front door and pointed their finger at everybody and said, "I wish your ass would say something to me today." And then everybody sat their ass down and was quiet. That's how Microsoft came up in there today. So they're the king of E3. It's theirs. It's locked down. It's a fantastic show from them.
Nice. One thing I do wanted to just kind of jump on, just real quick, was that Crash Bandicoot thing. That was a slap in the face. Oh my goodness! You had fat guy with a beard at their last PlayStation experience or whatever show that they had, and he was rocking that Crash Bandicoot shirt. Started up a whole bunch of hype. Oh, Crash Bandicoot is coming back. And that's a title that people remember growing up, and that's a title people would love to see back. So all of a sudden they show on stage, they show this whole beach scene, and they got Crash's shadow, and they're like, oh yeah, Crash Bandicoot, and it's in fucking Skylanders. Really, right. Dude. Like,
yeah. Hold on, let me say this. Another big problem that Sony did. They just, Sony comes out with that swagger. They seem defeated in this conference. I mean, they didn't show Street Fighter, they didn't show King of the Fighters, they didn't show any of those titles that they didn't show Persona 5. That was the other game that I was trying to think of that's supposed to be coming out here in October. Where are these games?
I got you. My son Mad Skills did tell me that they said within the conference. I missed it. They said that they're gonna remaster Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and Warped. Did anybody catch that? I didn't even catch that.
I did catch that, but when is that game going to come?
2020.
And then they didn't talk about Shimu as well. I mean, come on.
Yeah, a lot of people tried to say that this conference was going to be like Nostalgia 2.0. That's what they were hearing. And we didn't get none of it with Nostalgia, except for maybe a little kind of... I mean, that was basically a Crash Bandicoot tease. All right? Chicken Spaghetti also pointed out something really interesting. We didn't see Yoshida or Boys in the show. Do you guys ever... Yoshida and Boys didn't even come out.
Yeah, that was strange, right?
That is very strange. Again, Chicken Spaghetti, man, you are like the seventh member of Next Podcast in the chat, man. I appreciate you coming in and dropping this, dude. All in all, like I love E3. You are gonna get highs, you are gonna get lows, but all in all, it's good to see what these companies are working on. Now, remember, I am very surprised about Gran Turismo. There are other conferences coming. We have Gamescom coming, a couple months down the line and stuff like that. So they could show things there as well. They have that Paris show that Sony thinks is very important, and of course the pony stables go crazy over the Paris show now.
The cafe display station.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But so there are other venues to showcase more things. I think with Microsoft at Gamescom and stuff like that, we might see the Phantom Dust on stage. And they might show more about the future. All right, you have these devs now looking at another piece of hardware when it comes to Microsoft, and even Phil said they're announcing this so this way, devs can get themselves ready for the Xbox platform future. So it's going to be interesting to see what goes on at the other conferences, but There is no way. Microsoft it was a clean sweep. They came in, they owned the place, and they went first. So I think they kind of deflated the air out of like other people's conferences as well. I think Don, you were saying that too. There was somebody right after Microsoft. Was it Ubisoft that you were like, well,
it was Ubisoft.
They did have to follow. They did have to follow that conference, and that conference was bananas.
That was a hard act for them to fall, man. So I feel bad for Ubisoft. Like they brought what they had, and it just felt like, oh man. You know what I mean?
I got you. But when it came to Ubisoft, man, by the end of that conference, I was actually hoping that they would show another Assassin's Creed, yo. That's how bad that got for me, man.
They have a lot of money invested in Assassin's Creed, so when they don't bring it, I mean that's a good 50% of their portfolio, practically, right? So what they have to show. So it sucks when they don't have it. So now, I mean, I'm excited what we're going to see next year from Assassin's Creed, just because it give it the time to breathe and create better content. So
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword for sure. So
definitely, I want to give a shout out real quick. Gamers Know Best. He actually he's in the chat right now, dude. Thank you for stopping by, yo. It has been a crazy day, and I know you guys over there have been busy all day, just the way that we've been busy over here. That's again, this is something I love to point out about the community. In terms of people that come in and watch the podcast or the live streams, and even the groups that do the podcasts and the live streams. This is a community that's together, that's united, and we help each other, man. We have a foundation, and we help each other out, and it's really good to see you, man. I really appreciate you stopping by, dude. It's been a crazy day. Guys, got to agree. It's been absolutely insane. I know K Mega's been like in podcast after podcast, live stream after live stream, man.
Yeah, he has.
Man.
But his E3 Microsoft reactions were incredible. The Tekken took
Oh,
it away.
dude, I'm gonna cut a snippet off of that, man. I'm gonna
Are
use
you really
it.
gonna do that to me, man? Because I mean, that just
Oh,
the
yeah.
fanboy just went crazy. So I try to keep it in a cool level. Try to keep it copacetic. But of course, when I heard Tekken, and then it was Microsoft that was presented, it just, oh my god, just I had chills all over my body, man.
Yeah, I got you, man. Freaking, I don't know. I guess my two things where I reacted real crazy was the Prey. When I saw that it was Prey, I think I kind of flipped out on that. And then when they announced Project Scorpio, because for a second there, I didn't even remember I was live streaming. So that was just a completely, like, off the wall reaction. Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they're doing this. But yeah, as usual, guys, it is great to talk games with you guys. I think that's pretty much about it. I think we need to go get some more water to drink, so, kind of relax, all that good stuff. It's been one heck of a day. As usual, I want to thank everybody for all the live streams we've been in today. I've seen a lot of the same names, a lot of people coming back, a lot of people I didn't see before as well. So I do appreciate, everybody hitting up the chat, coming to check out the live streams. This show, like I've been saying this, it's all about you guys. You guys power us to do this stuff, to do it better, to keep striving to get better, and I really appreciate that. Guys, any last shout outs, anything you want to give before we kind of cut this stream and do what we got to do at home here?
Man, I'm gonna go play some games.
Yeah, I got you. You said that Halo Wars 2 was taken off temporarily?
Yeah, I saw it was on there, and then I went to go download it, and then I went to go look for it again. It was gone. So I think they're just having issues with just the excitement of E3. So just hold out for a day, guys. I mean, E3 goes 3 days, so it'll be on there before you know it. So.
All right, and Snaps, what were you saying in terms of like kind of last shout outs and stuff like that?
If anybody wants to send me $1 million, just DM me and I'll give you my address. Don't come murder me. No,
we'll get a PO box.
I'm losing my voice. Like, it's been such a crazy day. And I'm really excited for the future of gaming. Yay. Good night.
Yay, good night. All right, K Mega, any last shout outs, anything you want to say before we cut this off here?
Man, just thank you everybody for having me on. Thanks for everybody listening, man. It is an honor to be amongst gamers in the community, because games come first. We all have our preference, but we all are gamers, and I appreciate you guys giving us the opportunity to listen to our opinions and join along. So thank you.
All right, guys. Like I said, we are about to cut it off. Again, I appreciate all the support. We are going to have the next podcast Saturday. There's still podcasts going on with the X1 community throughout the week. Definitely, get in contact with each and every one of us on Twitter. I have all of our information in the description below. It's been an awesome day, and I can't wait to relax and get some sleep, guys. Guys, thank you again for showing up, and we will see you on our next podcast this Saturday.